All right. Good morning, Mr. Narcisse. So you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
The judge begins formally. Good morning, Mr. Narcissus. Right from the start, the tone is serious. A 19-year-old is facing a possible year in jail and a $4,000 fine for unlawfully carrying a weapon. The judge carefully reminds him of his Miranda rights, the right to remain silent, the right to an attorney. A question for the audience. What would be going through your mind if you were standing there hearing those words?
Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. No.
On April 20th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a disturbance of a weapon call at a hotel. The hotel staff said an unidentified third party alerted them that the defendant had a weapon.
Next, the judge reads the police report. A disturbance call at a hotel in Harris County, Texas. Officers respond to claims of a man with a gun. The tension rises. This isn't just about possession. It's about fear and suspicion. A hotel worker says someone reported the defendant had a black backpack. It's one of those moments where rumor becomes reality. But was it the full truth?
The defendant was detained, and a witness told the law enforcement officers the defendant had a backpack behind a bush prior to the law enforcement officer's arrival. The backpack was recovered and a handgun was...
Officers detain the young man, and a witness tells police they saw him hide a backpack behind a bush. Inside a handgun. That's all the prosecution needs to tie him to the weapon, or so they think. But here's the question. How certain can anyone be that the bag truly belonged to him? He's only 19, the judge notes. A reminder that this isn't a hardened criminal, but a teenager whose life could change forever over this one accusation.
Found the backpack. The defendant is currently 19 years old.
You like skip. How do they know the backpack was his? What was he doing wrong?
There was a witness, Your Honor, that stated...
Then comes the turning point. The defense challenges the evidence. How do they know the backpack was his? What was he doing wrong? The tone shifts from legal to moral. The defense suggests the possibility of racial bias. Was he just standing while black? And this moment hits hard. It's not just about a gun anymore. It's about how society sees young black men and how quickly suspicion can turn into charges.
They saw the defendant hide the backpack behind a bush, and the hotel staff was able to identify the defendant as the individual they were told had a gun. And
the prosecutor tries to defend the case, saying a witness identified the defendant. But notice how uncertain everything sounds. A witness, a report, a hotel staff member. Nothing solid, only layers of hearsay. The courtroom grows quiet. The question lingers. Is this justice or assumption? What do you think? Does one shaky witness make a crime?
That's when the officer...
Was he just standing while black or something? What's he doing wrong?
They were just alerted.
No. I'm going to find no probable cause in your case, Mr.
Then, a powerful moment from the judge, I'm going to find no probable cause. In other words, the case doesn't hold up. He dismisses the charge. But rather than simply moving on, he takes a moment to speak directly to the young man. Be careful, man. So many out there out to get you. Don't become a statistic. That's not just a ruling. It's a warning, almost a plea.
Mr. Narcisse, be careful, man. So many out there out to get you, put you down. You know, you're 19. Do something with your life. Don't become a statistic. Hang tight for me.
The judge's words land heavy. You can feel both compassion and frustration. Compassion for a 19-year-old who just escaped a major charge, and frustration at a system that seems ready to swallow young men whole. It's a rare glimpse of humanity inside a courtroom usually ruled by cold procedure. As the judge calls the next case, the tension fades, but the message lingers. A young man walks free, not because he was proven innocent, but because there was never enough proof of guilt. Summary. The case of Mr. Narcissus reminds us how thin the line can be between accusation and evidence, between suspicion and freedom. Professional overview in this Harris County case. The court found no probable cause to continue prosecution against a 19-year-old accused of unlawfully carrying a weapon. The judge dismissed the case, emphasizing both the lack of solid evidence and the social pressures facing young black men in America. This brief but emotional hearing highlights the ongoing tension between public safety, bias, and due process in the justice system. Call to action, CTA. What do you think? Was the judge fair in dropping the case? Or should the investigation have gone further? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you believe in fair justice. And don't forget to subscribe for more real courtroom moments and case breakdowns.